Hello, hi again, and to Dr. English YouTube channel. This is Dr. Mafi, and welcome again to one of the other sessions today that we have. And today's topic is about simple past tense. Well, I already talked about the 12 English tenses we have in one session, one video. You can refer there and give me your comments there. If you have any questions, I would be glad to answer my YouTube channel. All right, but today we're going to focus on past tense. All right, simple past tense. Just like simple future tense or simple present tense. But today's topic, simple past tense. All right? Well, why do we use it in the first place? Past tense, we use a verb or a form of the verb that refer to a past action, to a past event. Anything that happened in the past. In other words, anything, any action that is started in the past and finished in the past. Right? It started in the past and finished in the past. And usually, don't forget this, usually we end our sentence with an adverb of time. Like what? Like last year, last night, 2 nights ago, 2 years ago, right? Last week, yesterday, the day before yesterday. These are the time markers we use in order to mark the action or to talk more about the action regarding its time. So that's why we use the adverb of time. Well, normally you're dealing with two kinds of verbs because when we talk about actions, we are focusing on the verb of the sentence, whether that verb in English is regular or irregular. Most of the English verbs are regular verbs. They end in or end with ed, right? Like walk, like open, like close, all right? Like, love, hate, right? All of these verbs, they end with ed, whether it is past tense or past participle. Of course, today, we are not going to go into more details, which is beyond the past tense. So let's focus here on the simple past tense. So I walked home last night, as you can see, the adverb of time, last night, okay? 2 years ago, 2 nights ago, yesterday, the day before yesterday. Anything that refers to the past, ago, last, yesterday, the day before yesterday. All right? And she wrote a novel 2 years ago. Even if you don't end your sentence with any adverb of time, that's okay. You finish your sentence here. She wrote a novel. That's it. Okay? I wrote a letter. Instead of saying last night, for example, or 2 weeks ago. I didn't mention it. I didn't mention or I didn't refer to, I don't refer to the time adverb. Okay? But another important point about it is that how do we make a negative structure and a question out of it? Well, be very careful. Because we end with ed, or here, because it's an irregular verb, we use just a simple past form of the irregular verb, right? Wrote, right? We don't, in the negative structure or question, we don't use the past tense. How? Like, for example, I didn't. We use did, not do, not does. Okay? Only did. For all subjects, all pronouns, whether it is he, she, I, you, we, they, didn't. And then walk without ed, because did already refers to the past. Okay? Likewise, for the question also, did you walk home last night? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Short answers. Or information questions such as, when did you walk home? It means when? Last night. Not 2 nights ago. Not the day before yesterday, for example. All right? Or where did you, for example, walk last night? I walked home, not to school, for example. All right? Not to one of my friends. I walked my home. Okay? The same thing is true with the second example I gave you. All right? She didn't write a novel 2 years ago. That's the negative structure. And yes or no question, did she write a novel, for example, 2 years ago? Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Short answer. Or you can ask an information question like, what did she write, for example, 2 years ago? She wrote a novel. A novel is the answer. Because you focus on the novel and you ask a question about that. So that is missing in this question. All right? Like when I used when, all right? I didn't forget to say last night. But last night was missing in it. So I was asking my question, I was directing my question to what time, when. Or you can ask a question about where, or who, or whatever. Any WS question, words. I hope you enjoyed this and you can have enough practice, and practice makes perfect. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop me your comments in the comments below.